everybody, my name is Cherie Mongrain with Peep Social Media. Thought I'd make a quick video for you today to show you a little trick that is kind of important if you have a business page on Facebook. So what I'm going to show you is there's a way for you to tell Facebook who you want your page to be served to. Now, in this time of lessening organic reach, it goes down, it seems like every week. Anything you can do to get your posts out there to the right people is going to help you. So let's get started. I'll show you exactly what to do. The first thing you're going to do is go up to this right-hand top of your page where it says Settings and click on Settings. By the way, if you notice that the top of my page may look different than yours, don't worry about it. I just have a lot of clients, and so I have a business manager page for my Facebook account, so that's why it might look different, but it operates exactly the same. So when you first click on Settings, it automatically brings you into this General tab right here, and you can tell what tab you're in because it will be bolded or highlighted here. So let's start there, and the first thing we need to do is scroll down here to where it says Audience Optimization for Posts, right here. And when you look here, you'll see that it says the ability to select a preferred audience and restrict the audience for your posts is turned on. So mine is turned on, but if you haven't changed that setting, yours might be turned off. So you're going to go over here where this little pencil is, just click on Edit. And you can see right here, this is a toggle on and off. So right now it's toggled on with this little check in the box, which says to allow the preferred audience selection. So that's how I have mine set, and that's what you want to do, is to click and turn that on. If you get there and it's not turned on, then you'll know, and it will say that it's off instead of on. So that's what we're doing. So if it says off here, you need to go over here and turn it on. So that's the first thing. Then we're going to come back over here to this side menu and scroll down to Preferred Page Audience right here and click on that, and it's going to bring up the options here for us. Now the first thing you're going to see right here is that I've already selected my audience, and so you can see that it's telling me what I've selected for location, interests, age, language, and then it gives me an estimate here of how many people fit that criteria. Then you're going to want to set your own. And when you get here, if you haven't set it up, it's not going to have any of this. So you're going to go into Edit, and you're going to start by selecting the ideal audience that you would like your page and your posts to reach and connect with. So I recommend always using this everyone in this location, whatever location you pick. There are some other options. I'm not going to go into them. The only thing I want to mention is maybe people traveling in the location. If you're a realtor or if you're a travel agent or something where you feel like your audience is travelers, people who are traveling in Phoenix, you might want to click that. But I don't think for this purpose that you would probably want to do that. But anyway, so everyone in this location, and you're going to see here, I've chosen Phoenix, Arizona, and if you look here, it's going to show you exactly, I've chosen this 50 miles. If you want to make it a smaller, you could make it 25 or 10, but this is the radius within the 50-mile radius of Phoenix. That's how I have mine set up. Definitely you can target certain cities if you want to. I don't know that I would do that for your page unless you're a very, very local shop where you really only serve 2 or 3 cities in the area where you live. If that's the case, then yes, you could pick certain cities. But I think Phoenix, if you're in a city that is a large city with a lot of suburbs and you want to reach the local community extended, then 50 miles is good. And if you go here, you can either use the scroll on your mouse, or you can use these plus and arrow, plus and minus buttons to scroll in and see things in detail. So maybe you want to know, well, if I do 25, what am I going to get? So you could definitely change that to 25 and look at it. You can't go bigger than 50 miles. That's the largest. So if you need something different, then don't choose Phoenix. Choose more of a region or state. Okay, so that explains how to pick where you want people to be. Next is the age. So my target audience is typically 30 to 60, 31 to 60. I don't get a lot of people in their teens or 20s. That's not my audience really, and people over 60 generally aren't. So that's my age range. Now keep in mind, if this is so that people see your posts. If you were doing an ad, in fact, some of you that have done Facebook ads, you see some of this same criteria in the ad. And if you were doing an ad, you may narrow this down, and that your answers here may be a lot different than what they would be just for your page posts. So just keep that in mind. It's very different than doing an ad. You want it to be broader, specific but broad, if that makes sense. Okay, next is gender. I chose all because men and women own small businesses, and both can benefit from my services. So, but if you are doing something that's particular to men or particular to women, and it's only for them, then pick all women or pick all men. If not, keep it on all. Now this part, interests, this is where it gets really interesting, because there are so many different interests you can select. But when you first come here, of course, you're not going to have any of this completed. So you're going to need to go over here to browse. And then you'll see as you scroll through browse that there's just a lot to choose from. A lot. I mean, there's entertainment, family, fitness, sports, everything you can think of. And even under each of these categories is even more categories. For instance, if you are someone who, let's say you're someone who sells golf training videos or golf equipment. So you really want to talk to people who are interested in golf. So you would go to sports and outdoors, and you would go to sports and scroll down to find golf. So there, if your business page is trying to reach people who golf, that's a good one to pick. And maybe from the research that you've done that your people also tend to read a golf magazine or watch a golf show. So you could go down here and look under TV or reading. Maybe there's a golf magazine. This you could look into and broaden that a bit, but that's just one example. And I don't need to target people who play golf necessarily, so I'm going to take that off. And the last thing is languages. I have English US. There's an English UK as well. And then there's one category for all. But I do this. Every once in a while, I'll change this because I'm doing an international or, throughout all the United States, some sort of a promotion. So I'll come in and change it during the promotion, and then I'll put it back to the way it was. But you can really choose any language that you want. Let's say you want to reach an audience that speaks English and German. Maybe you're teaching English to German-speaking people, or you have a video to teach people how to speak German, or whatever. You'd want both of these audiences here. And again, that's going to narrow down people that see your page quite a bit. And if it's truly really just for people who want to speak German or who speak German, then that might be okay. But I would not recommend in the beginning that you make it very narrow. You want to keep it fairly broad. So looking back over everything, we've chosen our location, our age range, our gender, the interests we want to target, and the language. And when you look down here, you'll see that that gives me about 845,000 people in the Phoenix area that are interested in some of these items: business, small business, digital marketing, that sort of thing. So I'm happy with that. If you want more than that, then you'll need to you need to do some things differently. And so if you need help with that, feel free to contact me. I'm glad to give you a hand. So now that you see what you've done and you're happy with it, you're just going to go here and save. And then Facebook is going to take you back to the screen where we chose preferred page audience. You can see we're still on that same page. And now they're going to give you your synopsis or review of exactly what you've chosen. So this is where you just look at everything one last time, make sure it looks good, and then you're done. And if you ever do need to come back into and change that again, you just go through the same process. It's just the same to change it as it was to set it up. It's very simple. Just remember to save your changes at the end, and that should really help you guys narrow and not waste your time showing your posts to people who are totally not interested and who are not the right person for your business clients. So that is it for today, but I will be back to talk about some of the other categories and other items that you might not know about that can really help your Facebook page get more traction and bring more of the right clients to you. I will be back with another video. I suggest you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you won't miss any of these. Or you can also just email me or call me and let me know if you have a specific question that you'd like me to do a short video on. I would be happy to do that. Just let me know. I do answer all my emails personally, get to them as quickly as I can, and I will answer you. So if you have questions, let me know. And that's it for today. I hope to see you the next time.